Hello, hello, welcome back. I am excited for this match. I am Liam Dunn 23. Join with me on commentary by Sephiroth. Sephiroth, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. I've been looking forward for this match for quite a while. I'm really excited.
Okay, all right, interesting. What makes you so excited about this match, Sephiroth?
Well, I'm a big Gus fan, but I'm also a really big Joey fan. So
I mean,
it's like,
how can you be, right?
I mean, honestly, dude, like, come on, run Sonic Heroes. It's great. I love it. And then there's Gus, amazing hunter, good friend. We both love to make fun of Zether. It's great. Man.
These sound like fun times indeed. So, absolutely, and both of these runners with very solid times on the board. Their skill seats.
Starting
Okay.
immediately. All right.
Let's go. Let's go. We're starting on time, basically. Borderline delayed. It's fine.
Not delayed. It's not delayed as long as you don't notice it.
Nah, we're good. We are good. Going down, we get the first ramp, no problem. Okay, do a little bumper Sonic, but it's fine. Didn't hit the cars. It's good. All right. Gets the second ramp for Joey and Gus. All right. Oh, get the awesome for Gus. Will he bonk? No. Oh, he does. He does. No. He bonks. It's gonna lose him quite a few seconds because he lost all of his speed, and it's very slow to regain that speed back. That's a 7-second time loss or so there for Gus, unfortunately. For Joey, no city escape skip. So close though. We were hoping to see it, but it just couldn't happen this time. Will we see it from Gus? No, Gus is like, nah, I don't need that ramp. I don't need that ramp.
I could be wrong, but I don't think Gus goes for CE skip. I think he goes skipless, which is pretty based.
Pretty base indeed, if you ask me. So Joey going around there, knows the skipless route just fine. Gus tries to go for the homing attack onto the rail, but unfortunately misses it. Gets slow rail. Oh, and gets Vertex trying to charge that spin dash. I hate all the Vertexes that happen around in this stage when you're trying to charge. A bloody spin dash just doesn't let you happen. Doesn't let you do it, you know? So it's like, oh, Gus. No!
Oh. That loop is so annoying, dude. Like, I don't even know why it does that, but it just does.
Joey opting to not take the guaranteed method to stick to the ground there for truck section. Probably just wants to get through and not get caught up on the side. Happens to me enough times that it'll just get stuck and Sonic's just trying to somersault under the barrier, but he can't do it.
Can't do it.
Double truck section moment, pretty based. As Joey closes out with a 204 skipless. Right.
Gus isn't trailing behind too far with a say a
Certainly knows his truck section.
216. Yep.
Yeah. No moonwalk, but that's okay. You know, the moonwalk is pretty it's
Pretty based.
It's pretty tricky to get at first, but once you get it, it's allegedly easy.
Agreed.
It's more like, actually, hold on, no, we were talking about this the other day. It's easy to do. It's hard to maintain and control your speed after the fact.
Yes, that's what we said.
This game of tag is boring. I'm out of here.
Bigfoot.
Finally decided to show up, eh? Okay, bring it on.
Pretty standard Bigfoot fight.
Got some front box action, pretty good. Will we see Gus do front box or back box? Let's see what we got. Yeah, front box indeed. Yeah, that's right. Front box based.
Yeah.
Joey with the 22 Bigfoot. We see Gus with the 22. What were we saying? 22. 2255. Okay. Free piece for Joey. A pair of earrings and bird box. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, and I see the other one. There's another free piece down there. He missed it.
Oh. That would have been amazing.
There's for Gus.
Oh, and he just misses it. Alright.
Bird box in the shade. Okay. All right. Gus decided to high roll and try to check for this one.
Joey with
Smart
a
play.
27 flat.
Usually you want to check for Sandy Path. It's just a safer bet. And then over the tilted pillar. See, yeah, that's one of those things. It's one of those extra pieces to look out for that's hard to spot if you're low to the ground. So
I found him. Yeah,
That's
this
for the
is
32-22.
unfortunate. Not the times you really want to see in Wild Canyon. Looking for mid to low 20 on average, sub 20 for decent.
Yeah, Joey probably would have had that if we saw the free piece. But that's all right.
All right, clean start to prison lane from Joey so far. Gets around the corner, maintains his speed, but we see a little jump. Okay, no, it's fine. Playing it safe. No jump there either. That's totally fine. Respectable. I don't go for those strats myself. Okay, gets the one enemy, not the second one though. Let's see how Gus starts. Gets the 3 enemies, waits for them to die. Nice. Okay. Looking pretty good. We're moving a little bit. Joey's slowing down on the boxes a little bit there. Gus gets a free shot on the enemy early on. Ooh, goes for the rail hop too. Pretty based. Pretty based. You love to see it. Joey with the 28 check. Ooh, and missing first gate hop. You don't. Oh, that's. Oh, you hate to see it, folks.
You hate that so much.
And Gus with the slowdown too, inching his way onto the elevator. Sometimes you gotta make do. Joey with the 44 elevator? And ooh, Gus also with the 28 check. Again, not what you want. And also missing first gate hop. Wow, they were both cursed for this start to prison lane, it seems, unfortunately.
I'm pretty sure Joey's elevator was a 45. But...
Alright, well then Gus hitting him 44. It's unfortunate. Again, not what you want to see at the elevator times. You're hoping for sub 40s.
Yeah.
Now, granted, even at these runner skill level, I could safely say that that's probably what they're hoping for when they're going into these situations. They're probably hoping for those times, and you know they're usually able to get them, right? So,
yep.
Missing gate hop doesn't help. Alright, Joey getting the shots early on, but kind of rushes his way to the door, so he has to wait for it to open. Gus waiting a little extra time on the elevator, but doesn't make not a problem. Missing the third enemy there in the hallway. It's hard to lock onto this one sometimes. Joey finishing with a sub 150. Alright.
Not a bad time.
Yeah, not at all. Gus gets the second gate hop without any difficulty. Gets all the enemies to the end there, and closes out with a slightly better time. Just about a second faster. So, all in all, still pretty neck and neck. You know, not like, not synced by any means, V1 or RTA, but we're still trailing not too far behind. Like, 3 car lengths behind Max, you know what I'm saying?
Into Metal Harbor. This is a stage.
Yeah, ooh,
Oh.
look a little sketchy there, but we're good.
Yeah, that was a little
Gus
scary.
go for underloop. Gus does not go for underloop. That is fine. We get a 22 check, or 22 upgrade from Joey. No loop Yeezy. It's unfortunate, but to be expected. Oh, but we see pulley skip. Ooh, and we get it. Let's go.
Love to see that.
Nice work there from Joey. Doesn't go for the birthday gap. It's a 53 check.
Rocket.
Nice.
Good
Ooh,
rocket.
Okay, nice. Recently, I've taken to turning the camera just a little bit as I charge the spin dash there to make the input a little easier. You're just more of a hold forward type of situation, but yeah. So it's one of those things now when I don't see the camera getting turned, it sketches me out just a little bit.
Yeah.
And oh no, Joey! Oh, okay.
That was frightening.
Yeah, that was indeed frightening. Just kind of stopped midair and then had to angle himself in the right direction, just homing attack, cancel, and pray.
That's all you can do at that point. Oof.
Yes!
With the hydrate.
Barely made it.
into the infamous cutscene, one everybody loves, quotes time and time again in their sleep, at family gatherings and such.
Hey, that's
Not by choice though.
Hedgehog again of all places. I found you, Faker.
By
I
impulse.
found you,
I think
Vader.
you're the fake hedgehog around
I
here.
found you, Peter.
You're comparing yourself to me?
Vader.
You're not even
You're the
good
fake
enough to
hedgehog,
be my-
Vader.
Delete those words. There's no time.
Go ahead with a solid 11-second Shadow 1. Nothing.
Not
Scoff
bad.
that indeed. And what we see from Gus, we get the storage first hit. Okay, good. Oh, homing attack second hit. Alright, alright. And homing attack third hit with 1140. Whoa, Gus.
You know who
Gus.
I am.
I think it's like
Oh, go ahead.
a tiny bit, like the smallest bit slower than Joey's time.
1140. I'm going to scoff that either. Okay, alright. Now we're through the cutscene territory for Joey. Will we see IGT strat? Will we see the reset? No. Okay. No reset. Oh, doesn't neutral stick there. Interesting choice. Light dash. Okay, let's get the charge of a spin dash. Nice. Okay, good, good. Oh,
Oh,
gets a somersault. A little bit of time lost there, but nothing too crazy. 17 check though. Okay, so maybe it's a few seconds.
maybe just a few. No mushroom. Let's go.
No, Gus! Oh, I hate when that happens.
Ah.
You get wedged between the fence and the small little gap at the back of the ramp, and you just die. And you haven't even hit the first checkpoint yet. It's only 14 seconds in that stage. Like,
Oh, that. Oh, this.
oh, and the homing attack, the homing mechanism when you do a somersault neutral stick of Sonic. Oh my, oh my.
This is. Wow, I feel bad for Gus.
Oh, this is the green forest of all time from Gus right now. It's unfortunate, but he's powering through. He's trooping on. Joey not taking wall run, just saying that, you know what? No, I don't need that. Safe play.
What is your opinions on strawberries, Liam?
I'm not a fruit fan.
Fair enough.
There are some fruit I can still withstand and tolerate, but not many.
Ooh. Oh,
Yeah, no wall run from Gus. That's totally to be expected. Nice storage. Very good storage, and gets the correct orientation for the light dash. Joey closing out with a 146. Really, really nice.
it's a pretty solid run for Joey. Let's hope it keeps that way.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Nothing like, definitely, the kind of pace you won't be too upset about in a tournament setting. I would think,
Shown by
anyway.
some grass.
Huh. No problem.
We got a 145 green force from Gus. We're getting the tombstone by some grass. Okay, Joey goes around to grab that, and then grabs that
rocket.
hint. Very interesting hint to get. And let's see. There they are. And what's the final piece we got? Center of a triangle. Okay, alright.
How would you rate this set?
Yeah, average.
Average? That's not
It's like,
bad.
it's like having to go to church to pumpkin back to church, but... Oh, what do we got? Oh, we got under a chimney. Or under the chimney.
Yeah.
Now we got under a chimney, nice.
Oh.
Under the chimney into under a chimney, which is reverse order, but sure. We'll take it. And then we get suffering. What do we get suffering? Lost pumpkin.
Lost
Okay, now you have to go
pumpkin.
back to church. That sucks.
That. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, looking at like a high 30 or around low 40. Those are usually average times for Pumpkin Hill.
I found him.
Now, if you can get a low 30 or sub 30 in Pumpkin Hell, that's ooh. Now we're talking. Joey pushes the cycle just a little bit, not too much.
Ooh,
Respectable choice.
almost. Got almost missed. Way hop.
The nice thing about not pushing the cycle too much is it makes it easier to catch, and it gives you more room for errors, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
No, Gus having a little trouble getting through the boxes there. Probably also not going to want to push the cycle too much. Yeah, Joey doesn't push it at all. Or not Joey, Gus didn't push it at all. The cycle, I mean. Let's see, Joey falling onto the platform, that sketches me out. That gives me like trauma, like PTSD flashbacks, because I have fallen through that ramp. Alright. People say that's not supposed to happen, or they're surprised by it, but I have fallen directly through that ramp.
It's like Joey missed zero cycle, but it's fine. You don't need zero cycle, but it does help.
Yeah, you definitely don't need it. If you get half cycle, it's still really solid for sure.
No walk of shame. Let's go.
Nice. You love to see it. And now, coming up next, one of the most crazy variable stages as far as RNG can go. Seriously, like, you get a really good set in Aquatic Mine, it's like sub 20, mid-teens, low 10s, right? And you get like a average set, it's like a 40 seconds. It's like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. No, I understand you.
and then God forbid you get dented ceiling. Or even worse, minecart dumping area. We don't want those. We want some cutscene pieces though. What do we got for Joey here? Didn't see anything there. Get a ping though, so it's takeable. At least in theory. Okay. The camera check's a little weird here. Corner of the tracks, okay, solid piece. Okay, gotta get that enemy there. The checks for the okay. All right, and we got corner of the tracks. Let's go. Now, what's the second piece? What do we got? What do we got coming up? Hair skulls. Oh, okay.
Skulls.
Yeah. Oh, we got 3 fans for Gus.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
Loading
nice
with
too because we don't
ghosts.
see a ping, so that's a free piece. We're gonna do our top room checks under the tilted pillar. Not the best piece to have, unless there's another free piece you can check along the way.
Or
Doesn't
the
that's
aquatic
okay though
mine for
because
Joey.
Gus lands on the top platform, which is going to let him be able to do a clip out in a moment, which is going to be really, really helpful. Save time. Or he doesn't do the clip out. Okay. All right. His movement was pretty fast, though, that it's kind of negligible.
28, not bad.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah, 28, definitely nothing crazy. Into nothing to scoff at. Very solid time. That's what I'm trying to say. And now we're
There we
coming
go.
up into the very, very
The
funny
best-
stage.
The
So
best stage.
I encourage people to type in exclamation point donat, so we can read off some donations. Oh, I'm sorry, Joey, but I am leaving the stream during Bingo Highway. It bores the hell out of me, and frankly, I can think of a whole host of other things I'd rather be doing, including playing with a rubber band. Please.
True.
You want to get the other donation that's on the screen there, Sephiroth?
One. Oh, I see it. How to donate during this run? Pour money towards the donate to animals. Let's kick Germany's butt.
Nice, nice. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Batters
Always,
for
always
families.
happy to get always happy to get some donations from Germany. We're seeing some boosts here on the karting stage, and you know, it's a stage. It's certainly a
Yeah.
stage.
This is my favorite stage. That's a joke.
Yeah, it's important you don't text and drive during this stage, but you know.
Oh, let me
one of
put
the
on my
things-
phone then.
Oh, okay, well, don't do that. Don't be texting and driving.
I'm not anymore. I'm not.
We'll be texting and commentating either. All right, we have a match to focus on. Okay, all right. Well,
That's true. That's true. Sorry.
I'm just messing with you. But anyways, so looking pretty good from Joey here, coming up near the end.
Pretty good. I haven't noticed any.
Oh, Gus.
Never mind. Commentators curse. Before I could even say it.
Joey finishing off with 14:24 on the clock, going into hidden base. Gus losing a little bit of time, but not far behind at all. 2:16 for Joey. Gus taking the boost there, doesn't need the balloon at that point because he's already at max speed. So looking like he's going to get a 2:22 to 2:21 for Route 101 here. 2:21.
222.
So, yeah, it subtracts 0.85 at the end. Don't worry about it. So he's got a 2:21 on the clock for Route 101, and that's putting him 20 seconds difference between him and Joey entering the desert section.
Hmm.
Joey going for axle skip, axle jump. Let's see, will we get it first try? Whips the pause over, gets over, no problem. Second try though, instant recovery. Excellent to see. Love to see it. What are we going to see from Gus though? All right, shoot down the dough. Get good and get up for there. Look pretty good. Look pretty good. I think we're also seeing another axle, double axle. Okay. Oh, Gus having a little trouble. Just kind of mashing A and start there, but manages to get through it. I'm very interested to find out what their pace is like relative to their PB going into the stage at this point. Good mid-game check, you know, at this point.
Yeah.
We started with City Escape, made our way here now. We're halfway through the run, essentially.
Oh.
Joey having a little trouble. See, you have those two options here. You can either break the box and do a couple jumps up, or you can just pause hover up there. Oh, Gus not getting enough height there. Joey playing it safe and using pause hovers there. Gus landing on the door, taking a pause hover. The stage is really pausehover.exe.
It really is.
Oh, Gus breaking the box. That's my preferred strat right there. Let's see, how many pause hovers will we see Gus do? Okay, none so far here. Oh, you'd love to see it, Gus. Oh. Winning my heart over right now, Gus.
Yeah. It's really good.
But not
movement,
opting to
Gus.
shoot any of the dynamite packs from below though. Losing a little bit of time, only a few seconds, but nothing crazy at all. And we're still gonna see them this time less than 20 seconds apart. Gus closing a little bit of time in on Joey, just a few seconds there.
Yeah. Well, as we're on to Pyramid Cave.
That was easy.
Honestly,
Yeah, this-
one of my favorite levels for Sonic.
Yeah, it's definitely the skill. The stage is going to test your skill in speed character movement for sure. Especially, you know, they throw one of the most broken upgrades at you in the game in the middle of it, which is kind of awesome.
The bounce bracelet,
Yeah.
which gets used for pretty much everything.
Yeah. Gus not getting enough height on the hover there. Goes for the backup mock bounce.
Ooh, first try door clip. But gets
Let's go,
hugged.
Joey. Yeah. Don't want to get the hug, because I believe it requires 8 inputs after you get hugged to shake the ghost loose. Gus having a little trouble setting up there, but does the bounce just fine. Clears it. Joey going for snake skip, lands no problem. Gus setting up for door skip, almost gets hugged. It avoids both hugs though, you love to see it. Change the spin dash just because he wants to try to get a spin dash started and charged at the top of a slope because it gives you extra boost. And no snake skip from Gus. Gus is like, I don't need that stuff. I don't need that shit.
I don't need that.
There we go. All right. Joey with the sub 150. Very, very solid time for Pyramid Cave.
Very solid time.
It's solid.
Pretty solid.
It's yeah. We wouldn't want to go above that. Let's put it that way.
It's like ice.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Into Death Shaper. Burning Man.
Running that. Okay, okay.
Forgets the upgrade.
Yes!
202 from Gus. Unfortunate, but still played it out just fine. So 15 seconds in. Ooh, they're like 30 seconds apart now. But Gus lost a little bit of that. Gap there.
Burning Mad into Fire Dance.
Wow. Both the machine red piece things. Dings, enemies. Angry guy, okay. A lot of Machines Path action happening right now. Digging the area in front of the Scorpion for Joey. Interesting set.
Really interesting set.
Kind of takes you on a tour of the stage, to be real. Like, let's go to the Machines Path and then the core.
It's closer. One more lap.
Gus manages to avoid that weight, just narrowly. Find the red Scorpion hiding in a hole. He's got to go all the way to red green secret now.
116.
Gus changing the camera angle so that it's easier for him to do door clip from the left side there. Perfect.
It's closer.
And Death Chamber swung their difference back to a much closer lead, or a much closer gap. 11-second difference just about between these two runners with Joey in the lead.
This is perfect.
Not bad at all. Death Chamber can do that for sure. And yeah, no, we gaming now. We gaming. We're coming up to the desert bosses.
Huh? Who's there?
These two bosses are
What?
honestly my least favorite.
Ghost?
Get the flame boost for Joey there. We got the hit there. Okay, we're chaining the hits. We're doing good. All right.
Pretty clean.
Yeah, Joey one cycles King Boom Boo without any difficulty. Gus gets right over there, gets the dig. We'll get the punch. Oh no, Gus!
Oh no!
Back it up! Back it up! Back it up!
Okay,
You can do it! You can do it! You can recover! Get in there! Get in there! No! Gus! Oh no! That's where it feels the most punishing because it's just, you know, King Boo Boo is one of those bosses where if you don't one cycle him, you know, it just
Yeah, you just...
yeah.
That's why it's my like least favorite boss in the entire game because it's just, I mean, it's KBV.
You know, like once you get the hang of first cycling, and like understand like how tight you got to play the angles and stuff, and like the timing for everything, it's not as bad as like Egg Golem.
That's true. That's true.
Oh
I
my
go
god,
in
Gus,
his
no.
ear. Oh,
No. This is so unfortunate.
this is really unfortunate. Like,
But you know what?
it,
Fast FR could save this. So could
Safar
the
could
IL
save
set.
this.
So could the Opium Boyfriend Toaster. So could the the IL set, Meteor Herd. So could the Quan, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Finds a new skip called a fast OBT.
There we go. Gus closing out King Boom Boo. Not one to let boss like Boom Boo put him down. You know what I'm saying?
Joey has 7 lives. He goes back real far.
And
Second
get him.
try, both of them. Wow.
Gus getting way too much height on that super bounce. Camera can't even keep up with Sonic there.
They can't keep getting away with it. Goes
Plays
for
it
the
safe
safe
for
try.
this hit.
Oh
Oh no!
no!
And this is where Egg Golem can kind of juke you out a little bit because he's kind of bent over at the hip a little bit when he's recovering from that last hit. So his platforms on his back change elevation just slightly when you finally go in for the jump. You know, so it's like it can be very deceiving. You can very easily miss.
Brings out a
Problem
good
is-
point. Why did
Yeah, like Gus
Eggman
landed
never make those
behind.
stairs?
Oh, that's honestly a good question. You know, because when you find him as Eggman, he doesn't have those stairs. Pretty sure, right? You know, it's like
I mean, it's like it reminds me of what was that one like evil genius from Phineas and Ferb that like all of his like stuff had like a deactivation switch, but like you can clearly see it's like if you're gonna make something to stop something, why do you put an easy way to stop the thing that's trying to stop you? You know?
see for me, it's like I guess the whole idea is that like the hero story and dark story is like those characters respectively telling their narratives. So it's like, oh yeah, when I fought Ed Goldblum, like yeah, I did like shoot my blasters in his chest and like like destroy the dynamite packs. And then Sonic is like, yeah, I like just like step into the air and like smash him in the head,
I just like throwing my entire body at his forehead, and it kind of works.
Right, and then the floating containers for Joey. Gus, no Quan, unfortunately.
Oh,
Will we see both of them? Will we see both?
both of these?
Oh,
No. All right, all right.
Black boxes on the black platform.
I don't think I've ever seen that piece. Probably have.
Oh, you've seen it. You've totally seen it.
I've seen it. Oh, yeah, no, I've seen it. Yep, no. I remember. I remember now that piece haunts me. I'm pretty sure you know why that piece haunts me, Leo.
Why does that piece haunt you? I don't get it, Sephiroth.
Because when I read the hint, I thought it was supposed to be inside the box. So I was running around there, like, I couldn't find it, and I didn't realize that it was floating in between all the boxes. So I was like, oh, right.
Unfortunately, Gus is struggling a little bit with Bofa here.
Oh, right
He's
side?
on his last life, so right. Oh, and he gets right
Last
side.
life
Let's go.
with the
He
right.
he really needed that, but I don't know where he's going. His angle is a little weird because I think he over-adjusted for how far right he was. Like this is definitely a Slofa at this point. If he just goes straight forward at this point. But hey, Slofa better than Nofa, right?
Oh.
Am I right?
Yeah, agreed. Also remember, be careful where you post sus, because it could ruin runs.
Oh wait, why does this angle actually look good for Gus? Am I just dumb? Am I just
I mean, you would know this a lot more than I have, because I only did it once and it was on left side.
I mean, in my only match I've played so far in the journey, I had to hit right side quad because I had 0 lives, and I
Which
did
was
it.
Pog.
But
Yeah.
then I like my whole camera situation was just pretty darn messed up. Yeah, so
Pretty
Gus
darn
managed to save the out of bounds, but still slow us. still slow us.
You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
Yeah. No, I'm not by any means mocking Gus. You know, you got to do what you got to do, especially in race settings. You want to play the safe strats. You want to play the guaranteed ones. I personally didn't do ring clip for a really long time.
I gotta
So
do better next time.
yeah,
Oh,
sometimes you decide which skips you got to implement and learn at your own pace, and yeah, it's working out for Gus right now.
speaking about skips implementing, Joey's going for CGSS. All right, second try, he's out. Now, that looks second try. All right, it's not bad. That's pretty good.
Pretty good indeed. All right. What do we got here? Gus doing the free piece check over there, floating in front of the Fury tanks. Does get it.
Oh,
Trying to defeat eatable water drops does defeat him.
oh, okay.
And Guns Machine's protecting the arc. Okay, not bad. You don't. It's better than floating stone. It's certainly better than a bottom piece at this point.
Oh, oh.
Oh, but yeah, now this is the part. Yeah, you have check. Yeah, try digging. Makes sense. You don't want to dig down and not be going directly to your piece.
Not a terrible Eggman too. Eggman was a bit mean, but not a terrible.
Oh, and Gus gets sniped.
Oh,
You hate to
you
see it.
hate to see it.
I found him.
Oh, almost got sniped again. Oh,
Meteor Herd likes to be brutal with try digging while watching the moon, especially like those lower
Yeah.
lower ones. Like you stand around anywhere long enough in Meteor Herd, and there's a good shot a meteor will come right at you, or either that or there's like some designated spots where they're like kind of like bound to come down.
how do you get that far?
Long time no see, treasure hunter. Did you find my
That's
emerald?
a good one. Your emerald. Talking to you is a waste of time.
Yeah, looking pretty clean so far.
Very well. If that's how you want to play, I will take
Okay,
it
no
from
kill
you.
plane, so Joey's past that. Question is, does he have enough height now?
Honestly, it like I've never done the skip, so like looking at it and like trying to determine if it's high enough is really hard for me because I have no idea.
It's all based off of when you turn. It's at 17 to 18 seconds after you're off the rail. If you turn late, oh yeah, Joey's good. He's got more than enough
Oh,
height.
oh yeah, that's
He was probably worried that he would hit the kill plane, so that was probably a sigh of relief we saw from him earlier. Being
Yeah.
like, "Whoo, I made it past. Okay, we're good. I didn't die."
I just gotta land it. Pretty good landing. Right. This is really good. All he has left is a Shadow 2.
Yeah.
Now, will Shadow 2 be nice? I pray that it be nice. PB pace for Joey? I don't know what his time is. So,
Gus is a skipless king. Let's go, Gus. What do we got? What do we got? No. Okay, good. We're not clipping out.
alright. 2. And a clean
GG.
Shadow 2. That's a P. I think that's a PB actually.
GG to Joey. Let's go.
Ooh, the Joey pop off too.
Yeah, we did get a Joey pop off. That's exciting.
That's what
Do we
love
have
to
confirmation? Do we have confirmation that that is indeed a PB? I would love to
see.
know.
I do not have confirmation. I want to believe that's PB.
It is indeed a
It
PB.
is.
Ooh,
He had
the
a
10-second
27
PB.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Would that still
That's
fall under
indicating.
a GURP?
No,
No,
GURP
right?
is 5
Okay.
seconds or less. Micro
5
GURP is
seconds.
micro GURP is half a second or less, and nano GURP is 1 frame.
Okay. I don't know why I was thinking 10
There's no like
seconds.
macro GURP or anything like that. As
Yeah.
as Savick is the keeper of the GURPs, I've been privy to the discussions taking place.
I don't know why I was thinking that it would be 10 seconds. Okay.
It's because GURP legendarily has chopped down his PB like 5 seconds at a time. So.
GZ on that. That was really good.
Excellent work though from Joey, considering anytime you're in a tournament setting and you get a PB, that literally means you've played better than you've ever played against your opponent. So
Yeah.
definitely got to be proud of that.
All right. That was a solid run, Joey.
Absolutely. Very, very solid
Wow.
one from Joey.
That's...
With the manip. Nice. Good manip from Gus.
Oh.
And closes out Eggman with a very low 15 seconds. Let's go. Yeah, that's for Joey's first PB in 3 years. We need some big hype. Big hype in the chat.
PB in 3 years? Wow.
3 years.
Has it really been that long since he played this game, or let him really out of the loop?
Since he was in the serious grind, perhaps, yeah. Because Joey's Heroes has a world record in Heroes, right?
I believe so.
I could be wrong on that fact, so please someone fact check me if I'm spewing some BS here. He does not have the world record in Sonic Heroes. This comes from the world record hero holder in Sonic Heroes. Sag. I'm sorry, Joey. Regardless, definitely been grinding Heroes, and I'm sure as a top runner. Joey has a world record in my heart. Let's go.
I mean, Joey might not have a world record for Sonic Heroes, but he is second place in Amy's story, or Team Rose. So,
Okay, see it. Top
still
time.
pretty
He's
big.
very, very highly competitive.
Yeah.
For base Team Rose LTS tutorials. Let's go. Gus not struggling at all with FR skip, gets through, and we are here to close out the run with Shadow 2. And then I'd be very excited to get the runners in for an interview.
I would love an interview,
No problem.
honestly.
Before this is over, I'll show you the true power of chaos control! This is the ultimate!
Okay, we got the first few hits, no problem, but the third, fourth hit. Oh, no, no.
Oh,
No, Gus hit the death plane. No, Gus.
Before this is over,
That's
Unfortunate.
that's so sad. That's wow. I don't even know. I don't even know.
game over, Shadow!
And GG to Gus.
GG. Finish strong. What we like to see.
Indeed.
Sonic, I did it.
Let's see if we can't get these runners in for an interview.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
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 GG to both runners, and GG Joey on the PB.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Not even a D-Russ
Yeah,
PB.
GG, dude.
That's a legit one. Yep,
So this was a good
GG.
one.
No,
Very
that's amazing,
solid
honestly. Especially in a tournament setting, if you get a PB, that means you've played better than you ever have against your opponent. So that's definitely something to be very proud of, right? So,
Right, yeah.
give us a bit of run through. What was going on in your minds? What were some of the highlights for you guys?
I thought the first half of the run was very good for me. Some of the Knuckles RNG could have been a little better towards the end. I think that's ultimately what costed me the 26, because like I wasn't looking at splits the whole time, but I had a feeling it felt like a 26 pace run to me. And then after I saw the time at the end, I'm like, yeah, it was probably Death Chamber and Meteor Herd that caused it. But like, man, the second try Bofa I was so happy about. Second try CGSS, absolutely will take that as well. Yeah, I played really clean. I was really happy with that.
Very clean FR skip too. It was very clean.
Yeah, first try.
We know that Bofa gave Gus a bit of trouble. Got a
Yeah,
on his
that and,
on his
that and
last
King
life.
Boom
On Gus's last life on Bofa, he missed left side block and said, "You know what? Let's try right side," and
Oh
gets it
boy.
on his final life.
Dude,
Very
I'm so terrified of like trying right side on the last life because I'm like, it changes like the out of bounds part, I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, you just go more left, but yeah, it was different.
Mhm. Yeah.
And
But like
when
my run
Gus-
it was good until King Boom Boo. And then
Yeah, King Boom Boo really. What was it? 2 deaths? Or no, 2 resets. not deaths.
restarts, yeah.
Yeah,
I,
restarts.
yeah. I just wasn't doing it right.
Yeah.
What was your
there were a
final
few
time,
times.
Gus?
All time it was a 31 something.
Okay.
There were
You
a few
guys were-
times where you guys were really close, like right off the bat, like there was a bit of a lead from Joey, but then like you'd be right behind him just by like a few seconds, and then like
Yeah, I
RNG
saw it
would
was
swing it
right
like
behind after Death Chamber.
oh
Oh,
yeah.
that late into it? Dang.
Yeah.
Nice.
There was Aquatic Mind. I think Aquatic Mind swung the balance back a little bit because I think Joey had a bit of a lead there, and I think Joey, your Aquatic Mind was a little rough, and Gus had like I think a 24 or something like that.
28.
Oh, 28, dang.
28,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
did
trying
see
to
that
remember.
boost,
Yeah, I think my set was corner of the tracks, which took me like a second to remember. I can't remember the piece two, and then I had to go up to floating with the ghosts. It was like
I
a
want to say
40
piece
second.
piece 2 was 2 skulls with a tie on it, or with
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
yeah. Yeah, very solid
So
run.
it's not too bad, but yeah.
I really do like the fact that Joey's PB has him trying to break the metal boxes, forgetting the upgrade in Death Chamber, which I love.
Yeah.
And then he laughs it off and like, yes, let's go.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those pieces where like if you're practicing this stage through stage select and you already have the power up, you don't even think to like go.
I'm not gonna
towards it.
lie. I looked at the stream when you did that, and it reminded me to grab the upgrade.
Oh, let's go. Nice. Yeah, I didn't know if I played that set well at all. I got burning mad. I was like, okay, I think normally people take this. And then I got fire dance. I'm like, do I death abuse or just it's not that far of a trip. And then I got core piece 3. I don't know. I think it was just kind of an unfortunate set.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah. Oh well. Still really happy with the run.
Very solid run.
Yeah, I'm happy with most of it at least.
You both were very close up until like Death or not even Death Chamber, like KBB. I think you both
Yeah.
entered KBB like 11 seconds apart. And then
Yeah, I
KBB
don't-
just
Sounds about right.
I don't know how people like watch the stream as they're racing. Like that would get in my
I-
head so much.
I
It
think
just
it
needs
might
to
have,
be
to
me in the
fair.
game. Sorry, what was that?
I said I think it might have gotten in my head to be fair, because it's like the first time I looked was right at Death Chamber,
Yeah.
and then I messed up King Boom Boo right after.
Well, that was hype that it was
But-
so close for
Yeah,
that long.
no, it
I
was
didn't know that.
it was fun for sure.
That was really good.
GG.
Yeah, GG's. 31 could definitely beat me on a worse run for sure.
Thank you both for letting me commentate this match. I've been honestly ever since I saw you were both in the same pool. I was really wanting to watch this match because I really love watching Gus play, and I really love watching Joey play as well. So it's like this is gonna be like two of like my favorite like players, like speedrunners in general, because I love both of y'all's energy. I just like going at it, it's like I want this. I want to commentate this.
Yeah, I appreciate that,
Yeah.
man. I'm glad you enjoyed it.